Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5. Starting at number 5. HP Omen 30L. The HP Omen 30L is a big box gaming PC that feels like one you build. The latest design adds more airflow with an intake fan, plus sleek glass front and side panels, and still has an easy access panel to get to the most critical components. Oh, and of course the new intake fan has some sleek RGB to go with the new logo and the rest of the system. The version we tested, with a 10th gen Intel Core i9 and an RTX 3080 proved powerful in our gaming benchmarks and productivity tests. We do wish that HP had a more powerful CPU cooler, as the single 120mm fan isn't always enough for the Intel Core i9. Coming at number 4. Corsair One i300. In some ways, the Corsair One i300 is a console-like pre-built PC. It takes up very little space on a desk with a 6'93" by 7'87" base that rises slightly taller than an Xbox Series X. But in that metal chassis is a set of top-end components, including an Intel Core i9-12900K, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti, 64GB of DDR5 RAM and a 2TB PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD. In order to get this top-tier, tiny system, you'll have to pay a high price. However, we tested it at a wallet-busting $4,999, and the other configuration with Intel's 12th gen CPUs starts at $3,649.99. If that's too much, you may want to consider some of the cheaper options on this list. At number 3. iBuypower Revolt 3 i7BG. No intense lighting, no glass windows, just a small tower packed with gaming power. The iBuypower Revolt 3 has steel panels, black mesh and a largely subtle design. It's clever, though, with 2 headset hangers and a built-in handle to carry it to your next LAN party. At $2,599 as tested with an Intel Core i7-11700KF. And an RTX 3080, it's not listed at a crazy price considering today's component shortage. This one has the motherboard I/O on the bottom of the case, so you have to lift it up to plug in or remove peripherals. Additionally, there is limited room in this case for when you want to make upgrades. Number 2 of my list. Alienware Aurora R15. The Alienware Aurora R15's biggest updates are all about cooling. Alienware parent Dell has added in a 240mm radiator, finally moving on from a 120mm cooler, which should allow for much better CPU performance. There is also more ventilation on the side, and this all made for a quieter PC to our ears. It's not much of a surprise that with an Intel Core i9-13900KF and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4090, the Aurora plowed through our benchmarks measuring gaming and productivity performance. The downside is that Alienware is using a proprietary motherboard to achieve that, making it difficult to fully upgrade the system in the future. And number 1. MSI Aegis RS 11th Gen. The MSI Aegis RS 11th is a top-of-the-line pre-built gaming desktop. The 11th Gen Intel Core CPU and options for an RTX 3080 bring awesome gaming performance in a design that you can upgrade yourself down the line. All of the parts are standardized, including the case. In fact, MSI makes the case, motherboard, CPU cooler, fans, GPU, and power supply. If you don't have a keyboard and mouse, the peripherals that MSI includes are decent enough to get started, though you'll likely want to bump up the keyboard to something with mechanical switches eventually. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.